We are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. Arundel County Executive Stuart Pittman is proposing a tax increase. Just ahead, why he's saying it's necessary. Plus, the violence continues in Baltimore. A closer look at violent crime numbers and why one faith leader says the city could reach a dangerous inflection point this summer. And after a murder at a Canton T-Mobile store, community members are demanding action. Why they say one state agency failed both the victim and the suspect. Fox 45 News Midday starts now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Patrice Sanders. Happening now, Anne Arundel County leaders will hold another budget meeting today. It is the first meeting since County Executive Stuart Pittman's weekly letter addressed the proposals included tax increase. Shannon Lilly joining us now with what we can expect from the meeting and what Pittman has to say about that tax increase. Shannon?
Yeah, County Executive Stuart Pittman is proposing to raise taxes with this budget. He says he wishes he didn't have to, but he argues that it's necessary. And if you take a look right here on your screen, you can see his exact choice of words for that there. But he goes on to say that this budget helps him tackle the issues that are morally the right thing to do, like hiring more police and firefighters and increasing their pay. And he also wants to do the same thing for teachers. We know that Anne Arundel County schools are short some 200 educators, and we spoke with the county executive about that back in February. Take a listen.
We have a real shortage of personnel everywhere. Everybody does. We're almost 200 teachers short vacancies of existing positions. We're also looking at budget issues. They've got a huge request for additional money from the county to pay teachers more so that they can hire and retain.
And right here on your screen are the details for today's meeting. It starts right now, right around 11 this morning. It runs until noon, and it's happening at the Arundel Center. That's on 44 Calvert Street in Annapolis. Of course, our teams are monitoring it, and we'll have more information on foxbaltimore.com. Reporting this morning, I'm Shannon Lilly, Fox 45 News, Midday.
Tomorrow on Fox 45 Morning News, we're going to speak live with the Anne Arundel County executive for the latest on the budget. Now, this all comes as counties face mandated education spending increases due to the blueprint for education known as the Kerwin Plan. Harford County Executive Bob Casserly says his budget meets requirements, but matching the school system's request could result in a $500 tax hike per household. Families and teachers protested funding cuts last week.
I urge you to send Mr. Casserly and his team back to the drawing board to produce a budget that actually meets the needs of this county.
So we really had to take a very conservative and fiscally responsible approach.
Casserly's budget proposal is $19 million less than what the system received last year, but he says the system has tens of millions of dollars in unspent funds from years prior. Fox 45 News has done extensive reporting on school budgets around the state. You can see our complete coverage online right now at foxbaltimore.com.
We need to do something to stop the violence and to stop other families from going through the same pain that we, alongside many others, are going through.
Cannot continue to allow families like this family to be feeling the pain that they are feeling in this heart, to lose their son, their brother, people to lose their friend over nothing. We all have to be committed to being better. We all have to be committed to seeking out justice.
Turning now to a city in crisis, Baltimore residents are fed up with the ongoing crime. Yesterday, the family of the 23-year-old T-Mobile worker who was shot and killed last weekend took part in a peace walk demanding accountability. Taylor Stewart joins us with a closer look at violent crime numbers and why one faith leader says the city could reach a dangerous inflection point this summer if they don't get ahead of gun violence now. Taylor?
As summer gets underway and young folks in the city have more free time out of school, we found that the data shows that the youngest residents here in Baltimore City are the most likely of being victims of violent crime, namely shootings. Now, data from the Mayor's Accountability and Safety Dashboard shows that overall, year-over-year, crime is down. But when you parse those numbers out and look solely at folks 20 years old or younger, a completely different picture. We're talking about shootings being up 15%, homicides 30%. And these are for folks who cannot even vote yet. Now, as city leaders echo that crime is down, a faith leader says they really need to drill into juvenile crime ahead of the summer. What can city leaders, city council, folks at the top tell folks to really ensure them that their safety is a priority?
I think when you think about communities and neighborhoods, one, we want to make certain that there are actually eyes on the street. Are the cameras working? Are security systems in place? I think we need to revitalize and re-energize and even monetize our citizens on patrol, actually block watchers.
Block watchers, as Reverend Al Hathaway puts it, will likely be key in helping enforce the mayor's juvenile curfew. That's set to go into effect Memorial Day weekend, along with several other initiatives that include programming, job opportunities, all announced as part of the mayor's summer initiative. It'll all be key, according to Hathaway, the faith leader we spoke to, in getting juvenile crime under control ahead of the summer. Taylor Stewart, Fox 45 News.
11:06 now. Here's a look at today's top trending stories. Trending number one, the Baltimore community is looking for a way to move forward after 23-year-old Fabian Sanchez Gonzalez was shot and killed 1 week ago at a T-Mobile store in Canton. Yesterday, friends and family held a peace walk in honor of Fabian. Mayor Brandon Scott and Councilman Zeke Cohen were also there taking part. Cohen is calling for an overhaul of a system he says has failed so many families.
It just is a true breakdown in systems to have them out there, and it is a conversation that needs to be with DJS, with parole and probation, with all of these agencies that need to truly hold folks accountable.
Meanwhile, Fabian's accused killer is due in court next month for a bail review. Trending number two, Baltimore City Comptroller Bill Henry is endorsing Councilman Zeke Cohen in his campaign for City Council President. In a statement, Henry says Cohen is the kind of leader that brings together everybody in the room and helps them find ways to move the city forward. Cohen will take on incumbent City Council President Nick Mosby in the primary election for the seat next spring. Trending number three, a fire breaks out in southwest Baltimore. The fire department Twitter account says this blaze began just after 4 this morning on Frederick Avenue, right near South Dukeland Street. A total of 5 homes were affected, though 4 of them were vacant. No injuries have been reported so far. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Trending number 4, Governor Wes Moore hosted his 5th round of bill signings. Today, the governor will sign nearly 200 pieces of legislation into law that focus on economic development, state and local taxes, Maryland's natural resources and transportation, and agriculture. That ceremony will start at 12 o'clock this afternoon. Trending number 5 this morning, the Orioles are trying to shake off a not-so-great weekend in Atlanta. They started off strong with a series opener win, their 7th straight win, but then in games 2 and 3, the O's ended down by 1. Now, to put those losses in perspective, they did take on the best teams in the National League. Today, the O's are back home as they take on the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch will be at 6:35. Download the Fox 45 News app for up-to-the-minute traffic conditions, breaking news and weather anytime. Search WBFF in your app store. Build your brand up and make it big. Ahead in Be More Lifestyle, the easy tips to follow to get you started. And Ukraine fights back against Russia once again, the thwarted drone strikes and where they were headed. And wildfires break out across Canada. Still ahead, the incredible images and the shocking amount of people forced to leave their homes.
Tracking warmer temperatures for the afternoon. Typically lower 70s is where we are this time of year. Mid to upper 70s is what we're talking about on your hour-by-hour forecast as we take you through the middle of the day with plenty of sunshine as well. Now, we are tracking some showers and some cooler temperatures, so we'll top out at 79 today, mid to upper 50s tonight, and then that rain is going to be with us, and cooler temperatures only 60s on Tuesday. Back with your full forecast. We'll do that in just a few minutes from right now.
Fox 45 News, winner of 17 2022 Regional Emmy Awards, more than all other Baltimore news stations combined.
11:11, and it's time to dive into the social stream, see what you're saying about today's top stories. Former President Donald Trump will not testify in the rape case against him. Closing arguments are being heard today in the case of former magazine columnist E. Jean Carroll, who is accusing Trump of raping her at a department store in the 1990s. She is suing him for defamation and battery. CNN reports that jurors will likely get the case tomorrow. Trump has denied any wrongdoing. Your reaction, you've got Matthew saying trial is a farce, and Marcel saying hope he loses. We all know what kind of person he is. Well, in your international news, Ukraine says it thwarted Russia's most recent attack on its cities. Ukraine's military said today that its forces destroyed all 35 Iranian-made drones that Russia launched overnight. The drones were targeting multiple locations around the country, including the capital city of Kyiv. Officials in Kyiv say some people were hurt from falling debris from the intercepted drones. Some residential buildings were also damaged. We've got Donna saying this is just out of control. Alex, Russia launched the biggest combat UAV attack on Ukraine last night, targeting civilian targets in Kyiv, Odessa, and other locations across Ukraine. Another confirmation that Russia is a terrorist state. Thousands of people have been forced to evacuate in Western Canada due to multiple wildfires this weekend. Officials in Alberta, Canada said Sunday there were 108 active fires in the province as of Sunday afternoon. About 29,000 people in that region have been forced to flee their homes. Officials say the weather forecast is favorable for the next few days, but that the fires are still dangerous. According to the Alberta Wildfire Status Dashboard, there have been 405 wildfires this year in Alberta. People reacting this morning, one saying there is nothing wild about these fires. Another, we are living in a nightmare. Please think of all the firefighters and volunteers. This is a time of high stress for residents and their animals. Well, lawmakers continue to try to regulate kids on social media, but in the meantime, what should parents be doing? Still to come, some tips for parents on how to keep your kids safe. And coming up later today at noon, it's Karamo, then at 1 it's Sherry, followed by Hot Bench at 2. 11:13 now on Fox 45 News Midday. We are back with a live look over the Inner Harbor. The new work week starting with warm temperatures and some rain. Coming up in about 5 minutes, meteorologist Justin Chambers lets us know when we can expect that round of showers and storms to hit our region. 11:15 and turning now to the crisis at the border. We are taking you live to Arizona this morning, where State Senator Kyrsten Sinema is voicing concerns over the end of Title 42. She says the White House is not prepared for the anticipated surge in migrants.
The Biden administration had 2 years to prepare for this and did not do so. And our state is going to bear the brunt. And migrants will be in crisis as soon as next week. It will be a humanitarian crisis because we are not prepared.
She went on to criticize the Department of Homeland Security for failing to inform her of key information such as the number of anticipated migrants, processing time, and available resources. While speaking on CBS's Face the Nation, Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas pushed back against those claims.
We tried to end Title 42 repeatedly, and we're stopped from doing so by the courts. So we are prepared, number one. Number two, we have a Migration Information Center that is specifically set up to communicate with state and local officials, and we have been doing so.
The pandemic restriction is set to expire Thursday, May 11th. And when that happens, the government will resume processing migrants under Title 8, which carries some less strict consequences for those crossing illegally. Governor Wes Moore is pushing to extend temporary protected status for the thousands of Salvadorans and Hondurans living in our state. More than 100 members of Congress are also making that same demand. They argue it is not safe to return to those countries right now because of environmental damage and human rights violations. Redacted names in a statewide investigation on abuse inside the Baltimore Archdiocese are now out. Coming up later today at 4, hear from survivors as they continue to fight for justice. Highway safety officials recreating a crash that killed a group of road workers. The new details we're learning about the accident and what is being done to stop similar tragedies. And new information about the 18-year-old charged in a deadly armed robbery inside a T-Mobile store in Canton. The teen was under the supervision of the Department of Juvenile Services. At 6, the question we asked the department about the breakdown in supervision. 11:17, and now to today's talking point. While lawmakers and federal regulators try to determine limits for kids in social media, what should parents be doing? Experts say, well, begin talks with your kids early. Go through your own social media use, instructing them on how to handle situations. Experts also recommend setting overnight limits for your kids' social media usage as well as your own, and then explain to them your online use, such as checking work emails or looking up recipes. Mark Clark with Be More Lifestyle is here now. So it's different for you and your children because yours are all older. So I don't know how much you regulate them, but me with Naomi, I have to stay on top of it because if she could, she would want to be on her tablet all day. And you've got to watch what they're watching because things pop up that, like, wait a minute. So all the parental controls, check.
So, Patrice, what happens if you don't get the kids' phones or tablets now?
They're just going to stay on them. If I give her tablet and I go off to do something, if she could, she would be on it all day playing her Roblox game.
No, I'm saying, what if you don't give them a tablet or a phone nowadays? What's the backlash?
I'm bored, mommy. I'm bored. I don't have anything to do. I mean, and this could be day after Christmas, day after birthday, where you just got a boatload of things. I'm bored.
I think coloring books is the answer.
You think something that simple? Well, we do. She has time limits, so she has to. I don't care if you say you're bored. You're going to find something else to do the rest of that time. So you just got to do what you got to do.
I'm glad they're grown.
You have it a little easier. All right, Mark. Well, taking a look at our worst weather, let's get over to meteorologist Justin Chambers.
Yeah, tracking some severe weather. This is in Nebraska. Look at some of these hailstones. The video right there showing that hail that is falling, and definitely saw some pretty large thunderstorms. That's what happens this time of year. You get some of that unstable air. You get that moisture, the warm temperatures, gives it that lifting mechanism. And that's when we get those thunderstorms that we saw there, and we'll see more of as we get later into the late spring, early summer. So our hour-by-hour temperatures, not tracking any rain for us here today. We're talking mid to upper 70s. Under mostly sunny skies. Should top out right about 79 with the above average temperatures, and sun will be up until 8:06. Those daytime hours are definitely getting longer as we get closer to that summer solstice. 73 is typically where we are this time of year. Mid to upper 70s is where we're going to end up across central Maryland for Cockeysville and Bel Air out through Elkton. 79 Chestertown and Baltimore City. 75 in Annapolis. Up and down the 95 corridor. Almost 80 in D.C. today, and even close to 70 in Ocean City. Definitely nice conditions down the Ocean mentioned there. Here's a look at your pollen forecast. The grass still in that high category and trees back in the moderate category, but definitely seeing that pollen and grass on the field. Play ball. We're talking about the O's back in town tonight. 6:35 first pitch. Should be great weather. Rays are in town. It is the best record, or they have the best record in Major League Baseball. So a good test for the O's for the next 3 games, and they're actually here for 10 games straight at home. Here's a look at that future scan. We're seeing a few of those clouds hanging around this afternoon. Some rain showers pop in early tomorrow morning, off and on rain through the afternoon, then another round of showers into Tuesday evening. That's when we'll see the best chance of the more moderate rain. We're going to stay cloudy and cool throughout the day tomorrow, but Wednesday and Thursday looking good with more of that sunshine, and you can see those numbers climbing on your 10-day forecast. So 79 today, mid-60s tomorrow, low to mid and upper 70s through the middle of the week, 80s as we approach Mother's Day weekend, with a few more showers coming into the forecast Saturday and Sunday.
This Fox 45 News segment is sponsored by Shine Medical Center.
It's that time of year where we celebrate Mom, and you could win extra spending money every day from now until May 12th. Grab your phone to scan the QR code for your chance to win a $100 Visa gift card. Play our Mother's Day Mania trivia contest. Get the question right, and you could win the $100 daily prize. You don't even have to be a mom. Again, you just need to scan the QR code, get to the Mother's Day Mania trivia question of the day. Good luck. Well, how to win some money the fast and furious way? After the break, a unique way to make a good chunk of change. And we're talking about teachers getting some freebies this week because it is Teacher Appreciation Week. We're going to talk about all the freebies that teachers can snag. 11:22 now on Fox 45 News Midday. 11:25. Don't miss this. You can get paid $1,000 and all you have to do is watch all 10 movies of the Fast and Furious franchise. Informational website Finance Buzz is offering the opportunity to someone who is willing to track the amount of car crashes in the movies. The site wants to know whether crashes have gone up or down as the series progressed and the amount of damage caused by all the crashes. That includes the upcoming movie Fast X, which will be released May 19th. Taking more than 20 hours out of your schedule to watch the films, also a necessary qualification. Now for your lunch break, some of America's restaurants might be teachers' pets this week, showing teachers some special appreciation. Teacher Appreciation Week starts today, and it lasts through the 12th. And there are some chain restaurants saying thank you to teachers with delicious meals. Insomnia Cookies is offering a free 6-pack of classic cookies with any $5 purchase today through May 12th. Teachers can get 20% off of their orders at Buffalo Wild Wings this week. And Firehouse Subs will give away a free medium sub when you buy a medium or large sub with a drink and chips. Well, that's all we have for Fox 45 News at midday. Be More Lifestyle up next. Mark Clark back to tell us what they're working on.
That's right, Patrice. We have business on the mind today. Just ahead, easy ways you can give a boost to your business today. Be More Lifestyle is up next. Stick around.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
Hey, what's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark. This is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio B at Fox Baltimore. Lady T is here along with the Rain Diva.
Hey, guys.
Good morning, ladies.
Hey. What's up? Happy Monday, y'all.
Katy Perry gets some meme treatment at the coronation for King Charles III because she couldn't find her seat. People online compared her to the Weeknd Super Bowl performance. Katy tweeted as well, saying, "Don't worry, guys, I found my seat." Ray Diva, you're a comedian. What did you think of this?
It was the most interesting part of the whole process. Period. Like that was the most exciting part.
Mm-hmm. Lady T, you're also a comedian. What do you think?
Listen, besides the side chick of the year becoming queen, the second best part of the event was definitely Katy Perry looking for her seat. She had a bunch of issues. She tripped at one point. You know, she was featured in the concert. She tripped. She had a lot of issues during this coronation, and it's kind of sad. I hope that she is okay. I hope that whatever is going on, I hope Katy has gotten it together. Because, girl, you were a firework. She was a firework at this whole event.
Is the elephant in the room that Diana was killed by this man? Is that the lady? Is that the? What's the? You know? Is the elephant?
Oh, you
in the
looking
room?
for tea? Sir.
I'm saying.
We can say that, sir. Okay, look.
The tipping hand emoji has most Americans confused. That's according to an online survey by Preply. When asked, people say they thought the meme meant feeling sassy. Others thought it mean I have a suggestion or feeling sarcastic. Lady T, you are the meme queen.
Oh, yeah, for real.
What does it mean? I don't know what it means.
I didn't know this emoji was a tipping hand. I thought it was when you were like, okay, whatever. I thought it was like the whatever hand. I didn't know. I had no idea that's what it was. Or she was flipping her hair or something. They need to come with explanations with these emojis because we had no explanation in regards to this one.
I thought it was the waitress hand. Would you like
it was
some
a
more
waitress.
fish?
You thought she was a server?
I knew she was begging. Anybody that had their hand out is begging. And that emoji is blocked from my phone, okay? You cannot send me that begging hand.
Well, okay.
Oh, that's the begging hand.
It's a begging hand.
Oh, wow. Okay, we want you to tell it. What do you think the tipping hand emoji means? Vote on our website, foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on the Lifestyle tab. You can also vote on our Fox 45 News app. At the end of the show, we'll see what everybody thinks. A Frontier passenger with Florida plans ends up in Jamaica. On November 6th, she went to her gate and asked the gate employee if she could use the restroom before the flight boarded. By the time she came back, almost all the flight was full and she jumped on, but her flight had changed gates. She didn't have her passport, so she couldn't leave the plane. She ends up in Jamaica. This is a cautionary tale.
Yes.
Do not do big business at the airport.
No.
Lady T.
Listen, flying with Frontier is always a risk in general. Okay. I like Frontier. It's better than Spirit. But honestly, I wouldn't know what to do if I was her. Honestly, do I sue them and get money so I can have multiple flights? Does it become Frontier Lady T? Does it become or stay in Jamaica, have a good time? There's so many ways this could have went.
Ray Diva, would you Florida or Jamaica? Hey, she got Jamaica.
Imagine thinking you're going to Florida and end up in Russia.
Oh, Lord.
With edibles in your pocket.
Wait
I don't play nothing past Frontier. You get what you pay for.
She said, you get plastic seats and a great trip to
She should have known when she got to the gate and they were like, "What going?"
But no, they switched gates on her. So they switched. While she went to the bathroom, she came back. She didn't know they switched the gate to a different gate. So she went back to that same gate, hopped on a plane, ended up in Jamaica, and they was like, "What up? What go on?"
You gotta pay attention.
I don't know.
Well,
And she had no passport too, so crazy.
Ladies, amazing as always. Thank you so much. Grow your business with ease. Next, what you can do to stay ahead of your competition. And mortgage interest rates are on the rise, but don't let that scare you out of finding a new home. Still ahead, we take a look at the trends we're seeing on the market right now. Stay right there.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
And here's Genevieve Gorder with today's steals and deals.
The following segment is sponsored by Knocking.
This will come as a surprise to you guys, but the #1 cause of accidents is distracted driving. This is Drop Stop. Let me tell you about this innovative product. One of the founders of Drop Stop was driving down Sunset Boulevard, got distracted, jumped a curve, almost hit someone. And after the accident, he looked down to where his phone had dropped and he had a light bulb moment as he wondered why nobody has invented something to fill the gap. And that's when Drop Stop was born. You know exactly what I'm talking about. When you're driving, you drop your phone down that void on either side of your seat, whether you're a passenger or a driver, and all of a sudden you're like this, right? You're distracted. This fills that void. It's that simple. This fits right over the seatbelt and you stuff it right into that gap, driver or passenger side. This is the black hole of where everything in your life falls down in your car. Your wallet, your keys, your phone. Now, this is one of the top 10 selling products on Shark Tank. We are giving you guys an incredible offer today. Take advantage of this. These make wonderful gifts. Give them to everyone in your life who drives. You can absolutely afford to do so. Go to asadeals.com.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by TheLuxList.com.
Build your new brand or level up your current brand. Philip Smith and James Vasquez from allinonemarketing.com are here to explain how they can help companies generate millions of dollars in revenue. That's what I'm talking about, millions of dollars in revenue.
That's
Okay?
right.
So guys, let's start off with how can you help companies build their brand?
Well, Mark, thanks for having us on the show. You know, basically these days, businesses are looking for opportunities to grow their business utilizing various forms of social media, print media, TV, anything that a business needs, we can help them with our platform, All-in-One Marketing. So we're looking to help small business owners grow their business utilizing the tools that we're presenting.
Okay, and so how do you help them scale? How do you help them scale up?
So, you know, with the internet today, it changes so fast, and the average business owner has usually no clue what to do because they're looking for somebody to take care of it because they're too busy running their business. So we do have an all-in-one marketing platform that handles all the automation after a company generates a lead. We can help them generate those leads using various platforms from Facebook to YouTube to Google, LinkedIn, etc. And we also have advisory services with Kevin Harrington. He's one of our partners he's one of the original sharks on the TV show Shark Tank. And we also provide PR services where we can help companies even get on TV just like this, get them written up online, and so
you guys got the heavyweights.
Yes.
So talk to us, how do you plug Kevin in? You know, how do you, on the advisory board?
Back in 2018, I actually partnered with him on a company I had back then. So fast forward to today, what we're able to do with Kevin and his team is we work with a company, doesn't matter what size, you know, small or large, and we just see if there's a fit where Kevin can get involved. So that's really the starting point, and then we just take it from there.
So marketing strategies and advertising platforms, so many out there. How do you stay ahead of the competition? I know people that are watching may have a smaller business or even a mid-sized business. How do you stay ahead of that curve?
Well, one of the things that we always emphasize is educate yourself. That's why we have masterminds throughout the nation, and we share our insight, our information. We do everything that so we follow the walk. You know, we talk the talk and follow it. So we always educate people about doing the things that are necessary to grow your business, utilizing the tools that are available to your disposal, such as social media, any type of marketing strategies that you can implement to help grow your business.
I love this. It feels like you guys are like the secret sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. You know, at the end of the day, the secret sauce is generating leads, and that's where most companies fail, is the lead generation side of their business. They're so concerned about managing their business, they're working on their business, they're working in their business, whatever it is. Take a restaurant, a dentist office, construction company. They're doing their job every day, right? But the marketing side, the generating leads, that's the part that most companies don't understand.
So as we wrap up, where can people find you?
Well, our website, allinonemarketing.com.
That's simple, guys. Well, thanks so much. Great information. You got me fired up. Where do I sign up? Thanks a lot, guys, okay? Coming up, a former local radio personality is now a social media influencer. I'll talk to her about her transition coming up next, and find the home of your dreams just ahead, how you can get started and not worry about the rising interest rates. You stay right there.
This is Be More Lifestyle.
From being a top radio personality to being the face of multiple brands, April Watts has used her talents and vibrant personality to help her businesses grow and help other businesses grow. She joins us now on Be More Lifestyle. April Watts is in the building. This is my little sister right here. This is my little sister or daughter.
Yes.
So, April, okay, 25-year radio personality. Yes. You know, media. Are you an author, speaker? You do it all the boxes.
A little bit of everything.
You check all the boxes. So tell us, what are you up to now?
Right now, it's so funny, Mark. When I was younger, before social media was this big, huge, gargantuan that it is now, I always said, Mama, I want to get paid to live. I want to be paid to live. I want to market every aspect of what I do. And lo and behold, in 2023, I'm literally getting paid to live. I'm getting paid to be me. And I feel like I'm stealing. It's so fun.
Well, so, you know, as somebody who was really a veteran radio personality, I think you got the message, you know, that, okay, this is changing. This, you know, social media is coming. How did you get ahead of it? You know, so many of us got left behind.
Interestingly enough, it says that your gifts will make room for you.
Come on now.
I've always been a very social person. I've always been a very talkative person, which is what led me to radio. And so I had a genuine interest in social media. So when social media, MySpace, Black Planet, all of these platforms came out, I was on them and I was active on them. And so I think I just naturally got ahead of the curve because it was something that I was genuinely interested in.
Okay, so then how does one become a social media influencer? You know how to use it, but then you took that next step and you turned it into helping others promote, market, connect? How does one become a social media influencer?
My biggest and first tip to becoming an influencer is you must be either an expert in something, a real expert, not a pretend expert, not a fake expert. You cannot fake it till you make it. Or you must have a genuine interest in something and focus on that thing and build interesting content around it so you can grow your audience. And once you grow your audience, you establish trust by being authentic. People think you can get on social media and just fake, but when you're authentic, that's where the influence comes from, because people trust you, and if they trust you, they'll follow you.
Look at this right here. That was $300,000 right there.
Yes.
So in addition to all that, you also have your own clothing line. Tell us about.
Yes.
Is it BCN?
BCN Apparel, which stands for Boo Cake Nation, which was
hey,
my
Boo
listeners
Cakes.
when I was Boo Cakes.
I was a Boo Cake Nation person.
You are still a boo cake, okay? Okay, we have BCN Apparel, and it is a graphic T-shirt company that makes bold statements. It's basically my personality on a T-shirt. I think I gave you a sweatshirt that said, "Hi, I'm crazy. Nice to meet you."
My family loves it. Allison loves it. It was perfect.
It's a great icebreaker because everybody's a little crazy. And if you can admit that, then you can break past the ice and have honest conversation and real relationships. So that's what BCN Apparel does.
Also, we talked about, you're in the nonprofit sector also.
Yes. I'm super excited.
All these sectors. Build boxes, sectors, spaces.
A big shout out to Eye Care Foundation and the executive director, Rodney Carr. They found me, and we signed a contract this year. I am their ambassador, which is like a spokesperson, and I'm their social media manager. Eye Care Foundation is a nonprofit organization that helps individuals who are struggling with mental and behavioral health issues, but they help them through education, through mentorship, and through providing social services. They are doing the good work, and it feels good to be associated with something like that.
April, as a beautiful woman,
thank you.
You have been sharing also on social media your challenge with fitness and health.
Yes.
I mean, you've been fine a long time.
Thank you.
What made you become so candid with that as we wrap things up?
Well, I just try to be candid anyway, because I feel like when you can be honest about your strengths, your weaknesses, everything, you are empowered, and no one can shame you or no one can take that away from you. So if I am bigger than I've ever been in my life, I know other people are too. And so by me being honest about that, then I empower other people to say, hey, I'm unhealthy and I want to do something about it. And that's where we are with it.
How can we follow you?
April Watts Live on social media or bcnapparel.com.
She's amazing. Every time she gets on the mic or behind the camera, it's jumping off. Thank you, April. Love you so much, okay?
Love you back.
Now to your best weather in America, we have bright blue skies. Meteorologist Justin Chambers joins us right now. Justin.
This is a beautiful shot here from Massachusetts. Look at that blue sky, the green grass looking very nice there. Of course, we had a pretty nice morning here at home, and we'll continue to see those nice conditions as well, especially as we head toward the afternoon with plenty of sunshine and warmer temperatures, too. We're actually going to be a bit warmer than where we ended up yesterday in the temperature category, above average for most of us. Now, tracking some rain showers as we head into Tuesday. That's what we're going to be looking for as our next weather maker rolls through. But mid to upper 70s throughout most of the day today. Typically 73 is where we are for this time of year. And you can see those numbers across Carroll and Baltimore counties in the low to mid and upper 70s, even upper 70s close to Baltimore City and down through Dundalk. Perry Hall and White Marsh right about 76 today. Same numbers in Harrisburg, but down south we're seeing numbers even warmer, almost 80 in D.C. and some mid 80s for Southern Virginia later this afternoon. Great night for baseball here in Charm City. The O's back in town taking on the Rays. 76 for that first pitch at 6:35, but have to watch out for tomorrow's forecast, as may have to deal with some rain that could impact that O's game on Tuesday night. Monday looks great through the afternoon. Mix of clouds and sun. The rain rolls through starting Tuesday morning. And then off and on showers as that low tracks to the south. We'll pick up more of those showers back behind that into Tuesday evening, right around game time. This is why we're kind of keeping our eyes on that. And it'll be cooler. But that system moves out of here on Wednesday and will dry up nicely, not only Wednesday, but into Thursday as well. And we'll see warmer temperatures as we head toward the end of the week. Then we'll track another chance for some rain right as we get into Mother's Day weekend. So that's something else we'll keep our eyes on. But after upper 70s today, back to the mid 60s on Tuesday. And then those 70s return into Wednesday and Thursday, even some lower 80s as we approach the weekend, and still looking good even into early next week.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by the National Association of Realtors.
Spring home buying season's in full swing, and we're hearing a lot about interest, mortgage rates rising, inflation, and low housing inventory. You might be wondering if homeownership is still a worthwhile investment. Well, joining us with more is Jessica Lotz, Deputy Chief Economist and Vice President of Research, the National Association of Realtors. Jessica, welcome to the show. How are you?
Great. How are you today?
Good. So what trends are agents seeing this spring, and what can we expect in the second half of 2023?
Well, we can see right now that demand is strong for housing. Interest rates have actually been ticking down, and buyers are ready. They want to purchase their first home, perhaps as a first-time home buyer, but many retirees are actually looking for a property that they can purchase either with a sizable down payment or even all cash.
Gunned down by police.
The National Association of Realtors recently released its wealth gains report. What type of return on investment have middle-income homeowners seen in the last decade?
It sounded like really homeowners have been the winners in this scenario. We've seen home prices go up really dramatically in the last couple of years. There's a lot of people who jumped into the housing market with low interest rates, wanting to be close to friends and family during the pandemic, and so homeowners have really won in this scenario. In your local city in Baltimore, we've actually seen that homeowners over the course of a decade have $88,000 in housing wealth that they've gained.
And what advice are you giving for your clients looking to buy a home in our market?
I would say have your experts on your side. Make sure your financial house is in order when you go to purchase a home, and find your realtor. They're going to help you look at overlooked areas, help you with negotiation. We know that multiple bid situations are back in some areas of the country, and so making sure that you have your local expert, they can help you get into that home.
Jessica, are there any resources a homeowner or potential buyers can use to help make the right decision?
Absolutely. Go to Realtor.com. You'll find your local expert who will help you in this transaction, and you'll find a ton of resources there as well.
And again, Jessica, a lot of people, I hear that renting seems to be on the rise also. Has this impacted the seller's market or home sales?
So there's a lot of young adults who are doubling up right now. There's a lot of people who are living with friends and family, or they're renting with roommates. They want home ownership. This is truly what they're looking for in their future. They understand the wealth gains and the stability had through housing. So as they rent temporarily, they're saving for a down payment. They're looking to home ownership in their future. It is their American dream.
Awesome. Jessica, where can we go to find out more information?
Realtor.com is a great resource that you can not only do research in the buying and the selling process, but you can also find your local realtor who's going to help you through this process in the buying and selling process.
Awesome, Jessica. Thanks for joining us, okay? Feeling sassy or sarcastic? Just ahead, we let you talk about the tipping hand emoji. The tipping hand emoji has most Americans confused. That's according to an online survey by Preply. When asked, people said they thought the meme meant feeling sassy, while others thought it meant I have a suggestion or feeling sarcastic. And we wanted you to tell it. What do you think the tipping hand emoji means right now? Most of you are saying feeling sarcastic, okay? Great show lined up for tomorrow. Things are heating up on Farmer Wants a Wife. The season finale is right around the corner, and now's the time to get caught up. Hear about what the contestants think about love at first sight. That's tomorrow morning on Be More Lifestyle.
Find out how to have your business featured on Be More Lifestyle. Email us at BeMoreLifestyleTV@FoxBaltimore.com.
And thanks for inviting us into your home. Make sure you follow Be More Lifestyle on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All the social media platforms. Guess what? We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great one.
Thank you.